Okay, so this video is the 5 main reasons why women cheat in long-term relationships. Okay, I'm going to be breaking down all of these points step by step. And then by the end of the video, I'm even going to be showing you a 6th hidden reason, okay, that most guys don't even see coming, okay? And this is another reason why women will oftentimes cheat in long-term relationships. If you stick with me step by step in this video, you'll be able to spot these issues before they actually start to come your way. And because of that, it's going to be an easier time for you to navigate your long-term relationship because you start to put the pieces together to know what not to do. Stick with me. This will be a very, very solid video. Okay, so reason number 1, okay, your validation, your time, and your approval no longer holds value because you're easily accessible. Just say that with me one more time. Your validation, your time, and your approval no longer holds value because you are easily accessible. Okay, this is not good. This right here is one of the biggest points that men are totally unaware of, okay? She no longer has a reason to sleep with you because you've already been won over. She actually feels like your emotions have been conquered. Like in the relationship, you're no longer a chase, you're no longer a challenge, you're easily accessible. Okay, she no longer has a reason to sleep with you because you've been won over. So what typically happens in this point right here is she has now become your number 1 priority. So this is where you start to see the guy, like he loses his purpose or his vision in life, or all of a sudden he doesn't really have a good vision for his future. Okay, there's too much downtime just sitting on the couch, and it becomes routine where she always is just seeing you. Another thing that happens is oftentimes guys will just stop talking to all of their friends to make sure that she gets all of his time. Okay, so if you're at that point where you've just cut off all your friends and you give her all of your free time, you will notice a drop in desire because her respect level is going down by the day. Okay, so this is what you have to start to understand, is that women sleep with men for very different reasons that men oftentimes overlook. And that right there brings me to point number 2. Point number 2, okay, the second reason, okay, why the cheating may occur is she was sleeping with you in the first place just to get you to like her. Okay, she wanted you to like her because she was not able to get a good read on your interest level. So here's what happened. You were more of a challenge in the beginning, and now you're not, okay? So you've been won over, your emotions have been conquered, she knows where you stand, she knows how you feel, and because of that, her desire level drops. Reason number 2 when it comes to this point, okay, is she wants to find a new man who is a challenge that she feels is higher value. So in the beginning, she viewed you as a guy with a lot of value, hard to get to, doesn't necessarily care to communicate a whole lot, and you might have been the type of guy that doesn't really appear like he needs companionship or a relationship, but what happens down the road? Now all of a sudden you're not so much of a challenge. So she was sleeping with you in the first place to get you to like her. Okay, this is what you have to understand. And now at this point, she misses the thrill. She misses the challenge of knowing if he will commit or not in the relationship. And on top of that, she misses the attention of a man who appears like he is not in love with her. This is one of the biggest points when it comes to reason number 2, okay? Say this one more time. She misses the attention of a man who appears like he is not in love with her. The attention from that man, her perception is that it holds more value. Her perception is that the attention from that other man holds more value than the attention that she's getting from you. Therefore, you start to now become a less valuable option in her eyes. Okay, so this is point number 2. So point number 3 that you have to be aware of, okay, she got bored in the relationship. She just got bored. The same restaurants, the same routine, the same TV shows, she is bored and she needs a thrill. She's bored. She's sick of looking at you. This could happen at any age, any height, any income level, and any amount of status or followers that you have. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be 8 feet tall. And the problem is that when you're easily accessible and when she starts to get bored in that relationship, she desires something new. She desires a thrill. So men who are only stable and never unpredictable tend to get punished in the long term in relationships They tend to get punished because that stability starts to become routine. That routine starts to bore her, and now she's turned off. Here's what you will actually start to find, okay? The stability is great long term, but it doesn't necessarily excite her. It doesn't make her feel anything. It's great long term because she knows that you have a future, she knows that you have potential, she knows that you're going somewhere in life, but she misses that thrill. When a woman is bored, here's what it will look like. I'll explain this to all of you so you know what it looks like. She will communicate, okay, so she communicates with you, she communicates to you, she still talks to you. She will communicate, but there is zero effort or enthusiasm. You'll notice that she appears constantly through her mannerisms and her vocal tone, like she's just going through the motions, and it will start to appear like she doesn't really care if she talks to you, but she'll still communicate. And the reason being is because she's keeping you around. So that's point number 3, okay? She got bored in the relationship. You have to keep things new, you have to keep things fun, you have to keep things exciting. And from time to time, you might need to prioritize different areas in your life so that way you're doing something else other than seeing her. Okay, that right there creates that back and forth tension where now she misses you. Point number 4, okay, this one is a very hard one for men to accept, but it's oftentimes true, okay? She met a more attractive man. Happens all the time. She might have met somebody new. So here's what happens. She either met a man who stimulates her emotions more, okay, that she feels she has better chemistry with, or she found a higher value option with a future that guy has that looks more promising than yours. So I also want you to notice this, okay? When I say she either met a man who stimulates her emotions more that she feels she has better chemistry with, notice, it's about what she feels. There's a very high probability that you feel like you two still have great connection and companionship and chemistry. There's a very strong chance that you still are very attracted to her in the relationship. But at this point, it's about what she feels. Because if she doesn't feel that same way and she found somebody that she thinks she has better chemistry with, what happens is she starts to realize that she met a more attractive man and now her emotions work in that guy's favor. Or she found a higher value option with a future that guy has that looks more promising than yours. So when she sees where that guy's going in life, she would rather be along for that ride and that journey to see what happens. Okay, this is why I'm telling you, you need to always chase your own self-improvement so that way your SMV stays high. You need to constantly be on your path, be on your purpose, chase that own improvement for yourself. Notice, not for somebody in a relationship, but for you. You're doing it for you, you're building yourself, you're improving yourself constantly for you, and this keeps your SMV high. Okay, very important to understand this. So at all times, maximize all of the areas in your life if you can. At all times do this, because what that's going to do is that gives you the confidence, okay, to give you the attitude or the swagger or the demeanor that you are the best option. And that's what women want to see, is that internal high value and confidence come through, but oftentimes it only comes through when you've been doing the work on yourself to better yourself, okay? Very important to understand that. A lot of times guys will say things like, you know, should I improve, let's say, my career first, or should I improve my fitness in the gym first, or what should I do? It really doesn't matter, and I'd tell you to do all of it. Everything. Yes, improve your body. Yes, improve your fitness. Yes, improve your physique in the gym. Yes, improve your social skills. Yes, improve your status. Yes, improve your career. Do everything if you can. Become as strong of a man as you possibly can. Okay, very important to understand that. Now, point number 5, okay? She feels you have hit your potential. Okay, so if you're the type of guy where you are steady working in your job or your career and you come home and you do the same thing every single day, there's a very high probability that she starts to see that you feel like you have hit your potential and you have maximized your potential, and she feels like you are now getting stagnant, okay? She feels like you hit your life potential. This can all be avoided with a different mindset. A different mindset says, I'm not going to allow myself to fall into stagnation. I'm going to keep pressing forward. If I am working at this job right now, I'm going to push forward to one day be the manager. And then one day I'm going to attempt to be the owner. It's very simple to understand. If you won 1 championship, go and try to win 2, and then try and win 3, and then try and win 4. You can never lose that mindset. That upward spiral momentum of positive energy, it starts in the mind. So if she feels like you've hit your potential, you have to understand it doesn't matter who you are or what career field you're in or even how much money you're making. When she sees a man that just loses the ambition to keep pushing forward, to see how far he can maximize his potential, she starts to get turned off. It's not about like the actual, like let's say career you're in or dollar amount that you're making. It is all about the mind. When she sees that you have that ambition to keep going and you keep building things and you keep pushing in your career or your purpose or your hobbies or your business or whatever, she feels like you're going somewhere. She feels like you're doing something. It's like you're alive and active. And you demonstrate that energy. If she feels like you hit your potential, well, here's what happened. You stop pursuing growth in your purpose or your career or your future potential. So this is what I'm telling you. You want to always have good future thinking for your life to maximize your status and your potential. So important to understand this, because what this does is it keeps you in a growth mindset. It keeps you thinking, hey, I'm still here. How far can I take this? You know, I just ran a mile in 5 minutes. Can I run a mile in 4 minutes and 45 seconds? I just won a championship. Can I win 2 championships? I just won an award at the office. Can I win that same award next year? Can I win a different award? You see what I'm saying? It keeps you pushing. When you have this mindset of growth and expansion and ambition, it no longer is about the money. It's now about building. Building you, building your future, building your character. It's about the mindset and the type of man that you're becoming day by day. So this is what I can tell you. If you win a championship, you say, okay, let's go and get 2. That's the mindset that you have, because stagnation starts to ruin desire. If she sees like you're stagnant in life, it lowers desire. It's like this man is not going anywhere. Keep that in mind. Now, I added one more reason or one more point as a bonus, okay? This is the one that a lot of men do not see coming, okay? There is another man who has influence over her emotions or day-to-day tasks. Okay, this could be her boss at work. This could be a coworker that she sees every day. This could be a close friend. It doesn't matter the situation or the circumstance. There's somebody else who now has influence over her emotions. Okay, so this is what happens, okay? Another man, okay, is impacting how she feels on a daily or on a weekly basis. And now she builds feelings towards him. And this is the one that guys don't see coming. These are going to be the main reasons why a woman will either pull away from you or start to potentially cheat in a long-term relationship. And what I advise you to do is take this a step further and join the community that I built. I have been helping men learn, understand, and master the language of women, and I built this for one specific reason. Not only do I want you to attract the women into your dating life that you want to attract, but the main reason why I built this is to make sure that the relationship that you have interest in, okay, or the woman of your dreams that you have interest in, when you're with her, you know how to retain the interest level in that relationship so she doesn't desire to pull away or leave you heartbroken. That is why I built this. I give you step-by-step processes that you can actually start to use in your dating life. Go and check that out right now after today's video is over. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.